Hi guys, it's me, just Landriscina again, and for this video that I will be dedicated to my birthday month, June in 2025, I shall be talking about a very famous song by Green Day called American Idiot. Yay! Now, I am not an American idiot. I am from America, but I'm not an idiot. Now, I know of somebody that is a very important person that is from America and is a complete moron. Yeah. I'm going to be talking about him here afterwards. After I review the music video for this song, American Idiot, and I will be, which, by the way, is blissfully simple for this little discussion that I will be having. And I'll be talking about the song by Green Day, of course, which is a British band, which I was really surprised, especially with a song called American Idiot. I would think that they would be, I think that by naming it that, I think that they, I'll make fun of something to do with America, being that they're British. But anyway, here it is. I just saw the music video for it just tonight. I didn't even know there was one, but apparently there is one, and the song itself is basically the Green Day's first song on their first album, with the hand grenade and the heart and the fist, which is really funny because the other day I saw somebody, a young person, with a t-shirt, and that warmed up my heart to know that the younger generation is warming up to the Green Day song. But anyway, this is a very famous song, and it was this more or less like the spirit of rebellion in America when it came out. I want to say the early 2000s, because that's when I remember it coming out. I think it may be different because it came from Britain and it may have been an import or something, so it might come out earlier than that. But still, with kind of like a spirit of rebellion type of thing. That you can't always trust what we see in the media, and they're trying to hug like paranoia and one-side view and all that. Which, yeah, we can see that today, especially when it comes to time for immigrants and certain political views and just overwhelming dominating force toward conservative values and all that. So anyway, this song is very good. Let me just talk about the music video, to get that out of the way first. Okay, now, basically, it's basically performed by the basic Green Day group, with a lead singer that does the guitar too, along with another guitar guy and a drummer. That's it. And this video just shows of the three guys doing various poses and the lead singer making like a bunch of mug shots to the camera. Quite literally in the case when he holds up his finger gun to his chin like this. And he does like a close-up of his face and then he shuts out America. So this has been pretty funny in that regard. Being grungy, I'm trying to make a statement type of thing. But it's funny in that regard. No one really takes it seriously or is meant to take it seriously. Now, he also says I also gotta give the point to the other guitar guy in that he has a good guitar stance whenever he plays the guitar, wet legged it when he plays the guitar. I like that. But also, when the singer sings the word, the F word, not the FU word, the FA word, that is the derogatory term for a gay person, he gives them a look like, he just said what he just said. Like, as if it was a surprise for the lyrics, I would say that. And it could remind me of a guy from Call Me Maybe, in which a gay guy goes to the male drummer and gives him his phone number, mean guitarist, and gives him his phone number. It's like, yeah, I'm not gay. So it could also be a reference. That video could have been a reference to this one. Because this one came out first by a few years at least. So anyway, with that, at some point, they have a strobe effect in it, which is a big no-no for those who are sensitive for electric teachers. Just warning for that. Also, I like the green Nickelodeon slime in there too. Possibly putting on the whole Green Day thing, they got some, and then make them like it's like it's like this, up and down vertically, and it's very good because it's green, which reminds me of the patent flag scene from the video game Sub the Zombie in Rebel Pulse. Because it reminds me of the zombie like American flag there. Which is pretty cool. I like the whole zombie chic there. It goes right along with the singer's a heavy emphasis on black makeup and eyeliner. He's the only one that that makeup line. As it's also when a guitar guy gives a flute covered in green slime, which I really like. And then the one part where the drummer guy runs around his drummer setup and bangs off the drums with his drumsticks. And that's really cool. A very good combination. A good drum solo. And in the end, toward the end of the song, as well as the guitar solos. It's really on point. So now the lyrics. I don't know why he said the F word. I have no idea why. I think he was trying to imply that gays are like persecuted back then, that he didn't know that stuff. But I can't say that for sure. Let's see it. There's also the propaganda that they teach, propaganda in the Egypt paranoia, much like McCarthyism, much like old Trumpism nowadays. McCarthyism was like in the, I believe the 50s or the 60s. Anyway, there was the Red Scare too, that was in the 50s and 60s. There was also fear of I guess certain foods, certain certain groups and bands, the whole satanic panic, metal music was seen as this whole demonic force and all that. And so that anything Japanese or Asian in general was seen as a bad thing, especially during World War II and all that. And now with Trump in control of everything, he'd like to say that, that immigrants are bad and all the people of darker skin tones are evil and it's gonna do it and rob from you and murder you and rape you and all that stuff. So it's something like really point today. And that the guy mainly in it talks about the age of paranoia now, and that the media, that he doesn't want to be part of the world media that promotes propaganda and that kind of thing too. So there's that, and he doesn't want to be part of the redneck agenda, meaning the uneducated agenda. You're different from me, you're worship differently. You look different than me, therefore you must be evil because I don't understand your ways. That type of thing. The redneck agenda. White people are supreme, they're always right, the regardless of their education and qualifications, they're always good for the job at hand. They should always rank higher than another person of color that's the more qualified or educated for that matter. And Landriscina in Green Day doesn't want to be part of that. And someone made a comment that said, I don't want to be part of the mega agenda. Which, nowadays the word mega is synonymous now with redneck, uneducated white folks in America that are, in my opinion, kind of lazy because now that the immigrants are going out of the country, there's no big rush for MAGA people that want to get rid of them to take over their jobs, the jobs that they claimed was stolen from them and whatnot. The construction, the nursery type jobs, the jobs that require backwards labor out in the hot sun, picking vegetables and fruits and all that whatnot and stuff. And there's also said that you don't see that many people come for that. So basically the elite, they want everyone to do the job for them and all that. Get high praise and high pay for something like that. That I'm working more because I'm like, damn it. It's kind of undeserved too. But on top of that, the main song is called American Idiot. So yeah, people who vote for the big orange guy in charge now are idiots because they thought that he would bring jobs back to America. They thought that he would help them out. He thought he would build a wall to prevent the evil South Americans from coming over and Central Americans from coming over. And then he would protect us from everything and protect all women and stuff. Meanwhile, he's the biggest predator out there. He was in the Epstein files, which kind of marks him as a pedophile. It marks him as a pedophile, the fact that he used to go into underage women's dressing rooms and watch them undress them, get ready for the performance in Miss USA pageant. He owned it and all that. Yeah, I'm talking about Tom Trump now. So, yeah, we each for believing that he would do that. I never voted for him. Even the first time that he ran for election, which goes to show you that Americans are stupid. The ones that vote for him are stupid because you didn't learn the first time 4 years ago that he was a very, very bad man. But yeah, it goes to show that he wants to destroy our education system so that we're constantly in the dark about certain things. In the younger generation is constantly in the dark on certain issues. And it's all planned out. He's going to do it like this. He pretends to be a bumbling idiot, and most certainly he is an American idiot. Thinking that he's superior and all that because of the weight and all this stuff. And he's a con man and all this. So, yeah. There's that. But the fact of the matter is that he's trying to destroy it so that he's trying to sabotage the government so that nobody that can get in power can ever challenge him, or any people that can ever challenge him. For example, this weekend I just saw the ICE agents and the Border Patrol people go into Los Angeles with the National Guard, even though that was an illegal move by the president, because you need to have the governor of the state that you go into sign off on it and get his permission to go in there with the National Guard and whatever. Like Trump did it because he thought it was big and powerful, and it would make a statement and stuff, and that people got rained on by tear gas. Like in the first term, when he went out for a walk in Washington D.C., he saw some protesters that he didn't like too much, so he gassed them all. And that was real hard to see, and it's really hard to see because he didn't learn his lesson about not being able to do that. And, the Republicans, they back him up for that. So yeah, Trump is tyranny. If you say something bad about him, you're gonna get gassed. If you do something he doesn't like, he's gonna make you disappear. Like in Russia or North Korea. And that's not gonna fly too well. And I do feel sorry for the poor people that were gassed or injured in any way by the National Guard, or anybody else for that matter. Anyway, if people aren't safe for peaceful protesting, thank God for recording devices on people, stuff that they capture every second of it, make sure that they're not in the wrong by doing anything. And I'm sure that Trump is probably over there laughing his ass off, saying that I'm powerful, could do whatever you want. And no one's gonna question me. I'll be impeached by the Democrats when they take the House and the Senate next year. But in any case, there's also the question about why I'm deciding to do this video now during this week for my birthday month. And the answer is very simple. A certain orange president is having his birthday within a week of my own birthday, and he wants to have a little military parade for himself. Yeah, that's not gonna go over big. I mean, sure they're gonna set it up for him because it's a big because the guy who's in charge of PX is like a big mega person and a big Trump ass kisser. So he doesn't care that it will cost us, the American taxpayer, about $94 million to put on with jets. army tanks, trucks, vehicles, and army men. This is all for celebrating a president that never says a war in a war that would sabotaged and is known as Taco Donnie. You know, Taco Trump. Trump always kills out. So anyway, yeah, along with that, I find it appalling that he is going to be doing this. And I find it very ironic that he said that for the military, for the birthday of the army. I forgot what anniversary it's supposed to be for the army. But then, if it's for the army, why is it that he has military jets in the air for scheduled for that day? You know, because last I remember it, that was the purview of the Air Force. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be any jets that's for the army. You know, that's something that you see like in North Korea or maybe Vietnam or certainly Russia, in which they will turn and salute their president or their leader. So that's a good Taco Donnie wants to be saluted, even though he didn't do anything to serve the country. So he wants to have this authoritarian respect for himself, but he don't want to give it to anybody. And everybody laughed at him and us. And my prediction for the parade is that, number one, it'll destroy all the roads and all the wires and sewage below it, because these roads and wires you see are built for the heavy loads or army take on them. My dad said to me, he said, even though the tank easily go for like 5, 10, 15 tons a piece, they're still gonna be on the backs of trucks, all that. So the weight be more distributed evenly. To which I said, yeah, but it's still gonna be 15. It's still gonna be 10 tons with the weight plus the weight of the truck. So it's gonna have the heavy weight on the pavement, and therefore on the ground and the wires and this and that. So they'll destroy the infrastructure all to 1 minute ago. In my opinion, I don't think Donald Trump deserves even a parade of RC cars among control vehicles. Because, number one, he's uneducated. Number two, he dodged the draft. And number three, he's a horrible president. You know, all this stuff about America great, you know, gas prices are going down and all that. That's all in his twisted little mind. So he's trying to do what North Korea does, saying that, oh, your leader's great, he's awesome, this and that. He's born without a butthole. But whereas Trump takes that one step further and says, you know, that this is great, this whole military parade against me. I deserve it because I'm so great. You know, we can all check our eyeballs to see that everything going in praise. There are source shelves that are empty here. There are people losing jobs left, right, and sideways. Eventually we'll get into a recession, maybe even a depression, and then he's over there saying everything's great, everything's wonderful, everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine because you're fucking rich. You can afford, if we're going to a recession, you can afford it, you'll be fine. You don't give a shit about anybody else but yourself, and your family and rich people. So my prediction would be, besides the military parade destroying everything in its path, it will also there will also be not that many people in the crowds. That make fun Taco Trump, and it'll just be a big waste of money all for one man. And also, I have a feeling that, like, in the first term, there'll be people that will be saying, "Oh, wish me a happy birthday for my birthday because I have no friends. And wish me a happy birthday, love me, praise me. Kiss my orange ass." And that ain't gonna happen. Not for me anyway. And even do that for presidents that I like Biden, Obama, even George Bush Jr. And so let's see what else there. Especially with the new tear gas that they did. What was all that during the insurrection? There was none, because those were Trump's boys, those were the Proud Boys, those were all the racists and people that wanted to attack the Capitol under his watch. He wanted them to do it. He organized them to do it, so they could be in power. These people are just brown-skinned people. And we can't have anybody stick up for them whatsoever. Lawyers, Supreme Court even say to help out the people that were to bring back the people that you deported, especially Brigham Garcia, because he got permission to stay in America, and Trump looked at it and said, "Ha ha, I don't give a shit about you. I want you out of here. It'll make me look good to my people, because you're a dangerous criminal." But no. What you can bring back that ass. You have the power. And you don't do it for whatever reason. Maybe because he doesn't want to make a mistake, or that he's sticking to his guns. But the people will know better soon enough that he's a colossal fuck up. Nobody can change that narrative. We can't see with our own eyeballs. We can't go into the hole. We can't transform into Russia, because we're too smart and too strong-willed for that. But yeah. And I think that people may make fun of Trump during the whole parade. I mean, he fired a bunch of veterans, and he decreased the amount of people in the veterans affairs. He don't give a shit about veterans. He called them all suckers and losers. He insults the name of American Armed Forces. He's a complete jackass, a colossal fuck up, and a con man. So there's nothing he does that is good for America. And that's why he is the number one American idiot. Yay! After the song, I like the way they say a vision of tomorrow. Meaning that the future looks bright, at least in this time. I don't know about now, because right now we got a dark spot in U.S. history, which people did not learn the lessons the first time, and they voted him at Trump. And Taco, because he always fooled on his tariffs and all that. Oh, let's wait. when he first heard the term, he said, "That's a dirty word. Don't ever say that again to me." Violating your free speech, but by the way, not being able to do that. But yeah, I like this song a lot. And thank you for watching my video on the song American Idiot by Green Day. It's very, very poignant right now, being age of propaganda, right-wing propaganda and all that. And to thank God for all the recording devices that they're able to hold their misdeeds by people with what I say against by National Guard servicemen, so they're just funk warriors and all that. But I'm glad that all this can be broadcasted to the world at large, because then they could see that we're not making up, and that all this is happening, and it's got very interesting 1930s and 40s Nazi vibe to it in Germany. And also, for the same matter, I really hope that the whoever determines the location of the Olympics will change their mind. They don't have it in LA, because they can see how disturbed Trump is, and how these people being treated. And not only that, but the fact that Trump can easily gas people, no problem, and order destruction of property, and how they treat immigrants like animals and dogs and stuff. And for the matter, he just recently signed a ban on the country. I'm gonna assume Muslim ban and all that. Now, I wonder if the people of Qatar is on the list too. And that's a good question. Maybe another $400 million debt will solve Trump stance on certain countries. But anyway, yeah, the people who are the countries that are banned shouldn't be able to participate in the Olympics. So therefore, I would think that they would be canceled from coming to America. So that's one bad thing about Trump's thing, that could potentially ruin our chance to host the Olympics next year or the year after. Which would be a damn shame, but still. That and the fact that he's quickly ruining the economy, and he's also ruining just the joyfulness of being American. It's like you're taking everything that we all love about America and you're destroying it one by one. Because it's goddamn executive orders, which he thinks of the place of God. You know, the way he holds up the book, like, yeah, I signed something, yeah. Praise me for nothing. You know, even though the make your life miserable, I still want you to praise me for it. And then, not with me, not with any of my other friends. But we know we're educated. But, yeah, that's why Trump got into power again. I like the uneducated. Yeah, that's the only people like you, the people that are uneducated. But enough about that. I thank you for watching my video on Green Day, American Idiot, the first real album. And the song on the album. I did it for my birthday month, specifically for the military parade for long day from his birthday parade. I can just see right now with a little birthday hat on too, and Melania was to sing the song Happy Birthday Mr. President for Lola Marilyn Monroe. Oh yeah, by the way, very important guys, he's gonna put in a new ballroom in the White House. Really nice ballroom that he said that prior presidents have been dying to put into the White House, but they couldn't do it. They've been just aching to put in a new ballroom. You know, that's like a very big important thing for them to do. But they couldn't do it. He's gotta do it because he wants it for the people. No, well, yeah, like in Landriscina and Green Day does, like this. I think this song a very happy and hearty, happy face to feel of the pool, because it's awesome. The song and the singers are great, and the performers are great too. Except the word, the F word. Welcome to the Age of Paranoia, guys. Isn't it grand? So anyway, welcome to Idiot America. Complete idiots and unqualified people run the government, the agencies they're in, the dismantling of American society, and everything good in America. So, yeah. If you like what you hear, you can like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you want, you can contact me for future ideas for my stuff by calling me or texting me at 631-707-3707. Just call me or text me, or you can follow me on Twitter or X if you prefer at P Nelson Pro. Also, if you want, you can follow me on my email at jjsleadingchannel@gmail.com. So I salute all you people out there who like reading, who support our troops, because God knows we need to help them out, and the veterans too, and yay for America, yay! I find it very odd that only he would suggested that we have a military parade honoring the soldiers and stuff. Nobody else did, because they knew that it would be a relatively waste of money. And it just so happened that he picked his birthday to do that, which coincides with the anniversary from the Army founding. And no other armed forces matter. That's the Army, which is his birthday on the 14th. That would be real fun. I remember that the first time that suggested it was cancelled because it would be too much waste and too much of a strain on the roadways. But Trump's okay now. He got Peter Hexeth in now. So he does whatever Trump wants. Because he is drunk and idiot too. Anyway, that should be a real fun day. I'm not gonna watch the parade, by the way. I'm just gonna hear about it from others. So, I salute all the troops. God bless America. And all the troops. And God help us. Please help us. And peace out, my brothers and sisters. Aloha, sayonara, avinasen. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls, guys, in internet land. Ciao, ciao.